Join me for my final port day on board Celestial Journey. Today we will be visiting one of the lesser known Greek isles, MILOS. Now MILOS is known for its beautiful beaches, and we're taking a tour through Celestial Cruises that will take us to 3 different beaches. Now I will tell you in advance that this tour did not go the way I planned, but nonetheless it was a beautiful day in MILOS. Be sure you like, subscribe, share out, and stay tuned for the fun. Good morning. It is day 7, the final day on board Celestial Journey. Today we are in MILOS, Greece. Now this is a unknown, people don't really know about this island. It's not a popular destination on many of the Greek Isle itineraries, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to come check it out. So we are here today. It is a tender port, which means you have to have a water taxi, a complimentary water taxi, get you from the ship to the island. I did book my shore excursion through Celestial, so I will have priority getting off the ship. And our meetup time is 8:15, so I have a half hour to have breakfast and coffee before the meetup time. But yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Today we are doing their land and sea tour. That's gonna take us around the island, and then we're also gonna sail to a couple different beaches and have a barbecue lunch. So it's gonna be a great day, great way to unwind from a long cruise with no sea days, because we've literally been in port every single day. So I hope you've caught all of the other vlogs: Thessaloniki, Athens, Kushidasi, Santorini, Mykonos, and there's one other, but make sure you go back and check out those vlogs if you have not already. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab some breakfast, some coffee, and we're gonna get off the ship. All right, so got breakfast, guys, and I finally found the Tabasco. Day 7, right? But yeah, so I got a little hearty plate because last night's dinner on the island, if you guys watched, was not good. But breakfast items, I'm starting to notice, are kind of the same thing every day. But again, there's a variety to choose from. But yeah, so I'm gonna have this. I think we're gonna have a really late lunch, and then tonight I have dinner at Pink Moon, which is their Asian specialty dining. So I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna have this breakfast and go to the meetup spot. So the tendering process here in MILOS is a lot easier than the one in Santorini. They do use the ship's lifeboats, so that makes it a bit easier. You will still have to go pick up tickets if you aren't taking a Celestial tour, but it was pretty easy for me because I did book my tour through Celestial, so we had priority getting to the tenders. So we've been sitting for about 20 minutes. Not sure what the holdup is, but this is another reason why I kind of don't like doing ship excursions, because it just takes forever to get everyone together. So still waiting.
To the south part of the island, where you're going to take the boat to Kleftiko, and you're going to have a lovely journey for about 3.5 to 4 hours. And on your way back, on the spot where the bus will leave you now, the boat will leave you again, and then I will be waiting for you with another assistant, so we can pick you up, and we're going for lunch, Plaka, the capital, and we'll finish our day with Sarakiniko. Are you okay? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice trip. Bye.
If you're someone who just wants to get on the island, explore on your own, just know that MILOS is easily walkable as far as the port area, so you can catch the 5 to 7 minute water taxi over to the mainland and just shop, drink. They have bars, restaurants, all kinds of things right there. So it is easily walkable. Now this ride to where I'm heading took about 30 minutes, but it was a very, very scenic ride. We didn't get any history or any information for the ride down, so it was a very quiet ride, but here we are preparing to get on our boat. So if you are taking this tour, just know that there were minimal instructions given. So again, this is a boat tour, land tour, and lunch. And the tour, they said we wouldn't get back till 6 p.m. I didn't realize it was that long. We met up at 8:15, so we won't get back till 6 is what they're telling us. And it sounds like they also reversed the order of the tour. We were supposed to do the land portion first, lunch, and then the sea. So just understand that you might get out or swim, you know, and kind of be wet going to the land portion, which is a little bit uncomfortable, but it is what it is. They do have the right to reverse tours, pretty much any tour provider, to switch tours. But right now we're here at this cafe overlooking the Aegean Sea, and he said we're going to be here for a little bit before our boat comes. Again, didn't know that that was happening. So we're just sitting here waiting for the boat to arrive, and then we'll be out on the boat, they said about 4 hours. And we'll have a couple of beach stops where you can get off the boat and go swimming. So make sure you pack a towel, which I did forget. Wear water shoes, which ironically I packed 2 of the same right shoes. If you guys follow me, I wear the same water shoes and I have multiple pairs of them. And I don't know how I packed 2 of the same feet, but anyway, so I'm in my Crocs today, but we'll see how this all works. I'm hoping that this up here is in our boat because this boat is mighty small. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this boat seems really small to fit all of us. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think we're going to be comfortable.
This path is just the right slope though, that like you hit a rock just right and
some people tripped in Mykonos. Have you okay?
Yeah.
It's the rocks. Don't step on those rocks. There's a sea.
Well, this is very
There's a snorkel.
not accessible.
yeah.
No, there you go.
That's what we said this whole trip. We're like,
Yeah, nothing's accessible at all.
yeah. Sorry. Oh no.
So it's bigger than it looks from over there. It's not too bad. Actually, it is pretty tight now that we have everyone on board. So when you're taking a boat tour, you want to be comfortable, right? So they kind of, and people are still getting on. So yeah, it is really tight. So the ride over to the first beach was about 40 minutes. It is a very, very scenic ride. The captain did give us a little bit of information about Milos while we were riding over. But guys, the views were amazing. Now, I would not recommend this tour for smaller children, just because the boat is rather small. There's not a whole lot of room to move around, and they could get antsy, you know, with the boat ride over. But again, the views are beautiful, and we're about to make our first beach stop.
Does means old man. For the history, before 1,000 and more years ago, one old man lives inside to the cave. Today the coast is 100 meters out. Please everybody swimming from the boat and outside. You can go to the arch or to the cave or to the beach. 5 or 10 minutes before we leave, we press the horn and everybody come back, okay? Bye bye, bloom bloom.
See you. How long are we staying?
All right, and to my surprise, and this could have been just due to my lack of research, the beaches in Milos aren't actual beaches. These are beaches that, as you see here, you have to climb a ladder to get into the water. I thought it would be one of the beaches where the boat would pull up closer to shore and then you would swim to shore. It is not the case. So you will have to either jump in or use the ladder. And unfortunately, I could not do it because I have a shoulder injury. And so I was not able to pull myself up the ladder. So unfortunately, I was not able to participate in the beach stop.
We arrived in 10 minutes. The best place in Milos.
And And now we're off to the second beach stop, which is supposed to be the most popular, most scenic spot in Milos. There were other boats docked here, but again, the same case, was not able to get in the water because of the ladder situation. Also, well, I did make an attempt to try to jump in, and I was going to try to figure out how to get back into the boat because I really wanted to do it, but they did not offer plus size life vests, nothing over extra large. So definitely keep that in mind. But the view is amazing. Look at the crystal clear water. You can even see fish from the boat, but really, really nice. This is so beautiful.
Stay there, everybody.
I thought we were like going to a beach where you walk on.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And when they refer to this beach, this is not a beach. This is a cave.
Right. This seems a little more shallow than the other, but still.
I don't know. But still, people don't swim over there.
Yeah,
They didn't even explain that.
they sure did.
Hour and 15 minutes. The time 12:40, latest 12:45. We leave back to Kipos. Important information. If you swimming here to Kleftiko, my friends, please don't go near to the rocks because the rocks falling, and stay far from the rocks, 20 meters for your safe. Bye bye.
All right, so I really wanted to get in, but I'm just not taking a chance because they don't have large life vests, which to me doesn't make sense considering if you had an emergency, what are you going to do? So they couldn't zip me, guys. I'm a 2XL, so not like super large, but to not have anything that can fit, that's kind of a problem. And I always travel with my pink blow up one, you guys know that. Totally forgot it. So a little disappointed that I'm not able to get in there, and I see fish, so it would have been amazing. But the issue is not having the life vest and not being a strong, I can swim, but not a strong swimmer. Like, I don't feel comfortable just jumping in, not having something in case. But then the other issue is the ladder, having to try to pull yourself up. With my shoulder injury, and I just don't want to re-tear anything, it's just not worth it. So I'll just admire the views from here. It's very beautiful, but still disappointing, and I do think that the excursion was unclear as to what it was doing, because some people were expecting, like me, that it was going to be a beach, and for me a beach is sand, like you walk out into the water, and this isn't that. So yeah, I really wanted to get in, but it's not going to happen today. So they give you a little snack, and they have bottled water if you need it. I would say pack your own. That way you don't have to, worry about asking. But little snack before we take off. And this stop was about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, that little hike wasn't advertised either. Sure wasn't.
North and southwest. Kleftiko, it's the southest and it's the most south and west point of the island of Milos. If you have seen Milos on a map, you might have noticed that it has the shape of a horseshoe. It's like this. So basically now you are on the bottom line of the horseshoe, and we are going to, let's say, cut the island in half, and we are going to move on the north side for the rest of our journey.
And now we're off for lunch. Now, the tour did advertise this as a Greek barbecue. However, it was not a Greek barbecue. It was regular Greek food. It was shared family style, which was fine because I was with the table with 2 other ladies. But yeah, these plates here were a very interesting choice. Here you have some scrambled eggs with tomatoes. Guys, and there's cats all over the place. But the food overall here was pretty good. I absolutely love these beans. I can't recall the name of them. But the food here was pretty tasty. But again, it was not the advertised Greek barbecue. So I'm honestly ready to go back to the ship, but I'm gonna finish the tour. I'm gonna finish it up. We still have 2 hours or so. So we're walking through Tlaka, which is the capital, and then another beach stop. So yeah, I'm gonna hang in there. All right, now this part of the tour did require a lot more walking, and as you see, we're going up an incline. There were lots of inclines and stairs and things to get to this scenic spot. Again, didn't realize that this was happening. The tour was not advertised as needing, moderate to high physical activity. So a lot of people were complaining. Some people even stayed on the bus. But if you want to catch some of these amazing views, you'll have to go up this incline. The tour guide did make a couple of stops to give some information, but again, it was a long walk, and then you had to walk back down. So keep that in mind if you book this tour. It is not for those that have any mobility concerns.
By this farmer. He was living here. The bottom floor of the house was like a stable. He used to have his animals inside and their food. And imagine that he took the statue and hid it into the stable like little Jesus. Yes, because back then the island was ruled by the Ottomans, and also we had a lot of French people on the island. So the farmer wanted to hide the statue because he knew the importance of it. But unfortunately, the French people found out about it. No. They found out about it, and they wrote a check towards the farmer in order to buy it. But because we don't know if the farmer accepted the check or not, we are saying that the statue of Venus was taken and not and not stolen, like we are saying about the Parthenon marbles. All right. In general, here we have a lot of Saint Mary's, the Mother of Jesus, that each of her celebrates on a different day. On the 15th of August is the second largest Orthodox celebration that we have, and it's the birth of the original Santa Maria.
So yeah. So yeah, I'm like over it. So we're at Sarakiniko Beach, I believe that's how you say it. And we have about an hour here, but she said it's a 10-minute walk down, 10-minute walk back up. So again, really wasn't expecting this much movement last day of the cruise. So I guess I was thinking beach, you'd be right there at the beach, but it's like over this cliff and you have to walk down and then walk back up. So lots of steps today. And then our tour guide started telling us about going into the caves, how they can be dangerous. And then she started mentioning that there's algae, and some of the algae is poisonous. And she said by poisonous, it just meant that you get a body rash that's itchy that would go away, in a couple of days. So for me, it's like, this isn't a beach that I would want to go to and swim in. But we're just going to go down and look at it and then walk back up. So yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been an awesome trip. I would have liked to relax a little bit more today. Again, I didn't know this tour was going to take this long. Otherwise, I wouldn't have booked it. But this was part of my Celestial Plus package. So, you get one excursion or 170 euros shore excursion credit. So that's kind of where this came from. But yeah, we'll just take some pictures and head back out. Also, there's no facilities at this beach, so you would have to use it before you get out here because there's nothing, which And also because I didn't know that this tour was this long. She said we're leaving here at 6, which means we won't be back on the boat till 6:30, 6:45. That means I won't be able to dine at Pink Moon, which was my specialty dining for tonight. So kind of threw a loop for things, and yeah, it's been a very, very long day. Oh, so it looks like you have to go around. I'm not going all the way, y'all. It's not. I'm gonna go right here to the edge of this cliff and I'm gonna take a picture. I'm not walking all the way down there. Not today.
Nevykčí? Kde mi bančka?
So I don't think there's even like a sandy beach here. People are doing a lot of cliff diving, so that's popular here. There are some caves you can go in. I'm just done. I would have loved to have enjoyed this maybe at a sunrise before all of the other exertion. Yeah, I wouldn't climb up any rocks, but it would make a nice backdrop. But yeah, I'm done. I'm going back to the bus. But yeah, this is beautiful to see. But now that I'm reflecting on my day here in Milos and hearing that it was the prettiest Greek Isles, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I'm gonna have to go with Mykonos on that, I think. This is beautiful. This spot is beautiful. But again, I think Mykonos probably has them all beat. So, yep, headed back to the bus. All right, so put in perspective, our back on board time, or the last shuttle leaving, the last tender leaving the pier, going back to the ship at 6:30. It is almost 6:15. So it's been a long, full day. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm ready to take a shower. So that's what I'm gonna do when I get back on the ship and have to get packed to get ready to get off tomorrow. So I had a freshen up real fast. I had a reservation at Pink Moon for 6:30 at 7 o'clock. So hopefully they'll still take me in since people don't dine until late. I hope so, because I'm hungry. So now I'll have to eat at the buffet. Hello, how are you?
Waiting for you.
Yes, my tour ran late, so we just got back. I had to take a quick shower.
No problem.
Thank you. So here you can do the 3-course menu. This is what comes with your specialty dining package, or you can do a la carte. You get 25% off if you have Celestial Plus. So this is what I'm having for dinner. All right, these samosas are really good, but they taste more Indian than Asian, but they're really good. Very flavorful, very seasoned, very hot. Like they just came out of the oil, so. Yep, a beautiful sunset and this beautiful cruise. So beautiful. All right, I don't think I've ever had sticky rice before. Let me try it. Sticky rice pudding. Oh, it's very sticky with mango. That is good. So it's like a smashed rice, lately sweetened. It gives me kind of, I like chunky cream of, I'm kind of old school. I like cream of wheat, and I like mine a little thick and chunky, and this reminds me of cream of wheat. Yeah. But it's rice. Very good. Something different. All right, good morning, guys. It is disembarkation morning. Guys, I have to tell you that it's been a long time since I've been on a cruise ship and actually felt sad to leave. This has been one amazing cruise, one bucket list cruise. But thanks to the crew on Celestial, guys, I think they might have some of the other cruise lines beat. Service is exceptional. I have really no complaints about this sailing, about this cruise, about the people on board. It's been an awesome journey. So super excited for our group cruise that's taking place on the same ship, same itinerary, same time next year in August. So super excited for that. I think I'm going to have to get on another Celestial cruise someplace else in the world, because they do have multiple itineraries. Just a couple of ships though, just to see how they are across the world. But amazing time. And it's funny because as I say that, is that a Carnival ship? No, but it has a red funnel. I'll show you guys in a second. But I'm preparing to get off the ship for disembarkation. They did arrange for me to have a taxi, which I prepaid. I think it was like 14 euros for a taxi. I think it's just a shuttle bus, but they call it a taxi. And it's going to get me back to Athens Airport. I have a flight this morning around noon or 11:45. So I should be home back in Ohio 10:30 p.m. So it's gonna be a long travel day. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out. But again, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series in Greece. Stay tuned because I want to have some other abroad cruises coming soon. So be sure to stay tuned. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you guys later. But just to show you, I saw this red funnel and I thought it was Carnival, but it's not. Looks like maybe it's a high-speed ferry. But at first glance, I thought it was Carnival. All right, I'm out of here. All right, so I was one of the first off. They do have priority disembarkation. They don't announce it, and I just found it out as I was going to the waiting spot. The lady said if you have priority or want to get off, you can go ahead and go down now. So to avoid the traffic, because the elevators are extremely sensitive, there's a couple times where I stepped in and it went off. So it might take 4 people with luggage or what have you. So I figured I'd go ahead and just get off. And I'm in the terminal now waiting on my taxi. It's supposed to be here at 8, but I'm gonna see if I can catch an earlier one. So I have about 35 minutes or so to wait. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, one of the first off, I would say try to get off as early as you can. Disembarkation will start at 7 for priority, 7:45 for others. So try to beat that if you can. Just go down to deck 3.